Today I've got an older one to share with you. This is a Colt 70 Series 38 Super built into a compensated iron sight single stack gun. Probably built in the late 80s, early 90s. This gun was at least mostly done by Ed Brown. May have had some work done after the fact. A lot of these competition guns saw heavy use and required some rebuilding to be done at a later date. But the indicative things that push you to say this is an Ed Brown, it's not marked, but it does have engraving, etched engraving behind the cocking serrations on both sides, as seen on lots of Ed Brown's work from the period. The checkering, layout, and execution is very much Ed Brown. Has a brown safety. This one is pinned in place. The Colt mainspring housing was checkered. The front strap was nicely checkered. Has an Ed Brown mag well welded on there, beveled back into the mainspring housing nicely. This gun has a 3-port comp, which is less than common for Ed Brown. Ed Brown did use other people's compensators, had his own designs, the mini comp and the maxi comp. The maxi comp being a full profile compensator. Has a Barstow match barrel in it, Bomar sight, serrated top of the slide. Also has a serrated rear of the slide. The commander hammer here is treated much like Ed Brown did on most of his builds of the time, with the top half being narrowed so that you don't have to both lighten it and have no rubbing on the ejector or the slide. And the hole chamfered nicely. This gun does not have a Brown thumb safety on it. It has a Swenson thumb safety on it, which is a little uncharacteristic of a Brown build, but not completely unheard of. 3-hole lightweight trigger, probably a greeter part or similar there. But the gun is still super tight. Super flat shooting gun. I did test fire this, and it's an absolute joy to shoot. That front sight just does not move in recoil. And the front sight you'll see there is mounted to the compensator, a cone comp. So the cone and compensator being one piece is threaded onto the Barstow barrel. A really nice survivor example. So many of these guns were drilled for optics. Either on the frame or up on top of the slide as optics came on the scene in the 90s. And it's just really great to get a hold of one of these that survived without any extra holes. Because technology, what was used in competition, was evolving so rapidly. So many of these guns would get ordered, and then by the time the guy got them, the next big thing came out. You know, he may have ordered a single stack 45, and then, you know, 38 Super came on the scene a little hotter, to where, you know, you could have the extra round in the magazine and still make major power factor. And by the time he gets the gun he ordered, the desired technology has already moved on. And so many of these guns, like I said, just got parsed out and, you know, built into the next big thing as technology moved on and what competitors needed to compete changed. So I love finding these that haven't been messed with by and large. This is how the gun would have been built and competed in its day. Hope you guys enjoy it. Feel free to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. We'll be back with more. Thanks.